Welcome back to the Deep Dive. I've got a property listing here that really caught my eye, and I think you'll find it interesting too. Today we're diving into a home listed by Lori Hallatt of Epique Realty. The address is 30 Ebenezer Loop, that's in Chuckey, Tennessee, 37641.
Right, and our source for this is a pretty detailed Zillow listing. Our mission today is really to dig past the specs,
Right.
to figure out what makes this home stand out, especially for someone maybe looking for that mix of modern living, but also real country quiet. Can a manufactured home, actually offer luxury and good value right now? That's what we're exploring.
Okay, let's unpack this then, starting with the basics. We're looking at a three-bedroom, two-bath manufactured home. Built fairly recently, 2018, price is $275,000. You get 4,404 square feet, and it sits on a pretty big 0.86-acre corner lot. It's described as being in peaceful, rural Greene County. Now, manufactured home, that term can bring up different ideas. What's important about it being a 2018 model?
That's a really good question because, yeah, perceptions linger. But a 2018 build under HUD code, that's a world away from, say, older mobile homes. These modern manufactured homes, they meet higher standards for construction, for energy efficiency. Often the designs are quite similar to site-built homes. It's not, your grandma's trailer. This impacts durability, financing.
Right.
It really challenges those old stereotypes.
Gotcha. So contemporary standards, not something decades old. And you mentioned the setting, peaceful, rural Greene County. What's the real advantage there for a buyer? Any financial perks?
Oh, absolutely. And this is where the value proposition gets interesting. See, rural sometimes still comes with HOAs or climbing property taxes in popular areas. But here, the listing specifically calls out no HOA and low county taxes. That no HOA, it's not just words, that's direct savings. Maybe hundreds a month you're not paying in fees. Fees that often cover stuff you'd handle yourself anyway in a rural spot.
Right, like mowing your own lawn.
Exactly. And Greene County's tax structure, combined with the price point for a 2018 manufactured home like this, well, it likely means significantly lower monthly costs compared to a similar stick-built house elsewhere in Tennessee. It's a pretty smart financial move, potentially.
Okay, that does sound like a solid financial benefit. But, no HOA sometimes means, well, trade-offs, right?
Yeah.
What else should a buyer think about besides the savings? Responsibilities.
That's fair. Yeah, no HOA means you are fully responsible for the exterior upkeep, the landscaping, dealing with any property issues yourself. There's no shared cost pool or oversight committee. On the flip side, you also usually have fewer restrictions, want a certain type of shed or fence, probably easier. But it definitely requires a more proactive homeowner. You're embracing that independence, really.
Okay, so independence and value on the outside. What about inside? Stepping through the door, what jumps out about the layout? They mentioned an open floor plan and a split bedroom design. How does that split design actually work?
Well, the open floor plan is immediately appealing. Lots of windows, good natural light, always a plus. But that split bedroom design, that's pretty clever, especially for this square footage. It basically puts the main bedroom suite on one side of the central living area, and the other two bedrooms are on the opposite side.
Oh, okay. For privacy, then.
Exactly. Great for privacy. If you have kids, maybe teenagers or guests staying over, or even if you just like that separation between your space and the main hubbub, it makes the home feel bigger and more functional for different lifestyles.
And the listing highlights a spa-like en-suite bathroom in that primary suite. Now, in a manufactured home, even a modern one at this price, you might expect something more basic. What makes this one stand out?
Right. Usually you'd temper expectations, but here, spa-like seems earned. They detail dual vanities, so 2 sinks, a garden tub, and a separate walk-in shower. Often you get maybe 1 or 2 of those, but having all 3, that's a definite upgrade. It takes the bathroom from just functional to, well, a bit of a retreat, as real perceived value and, honestly, daily comfort. It's a nice surprise.
Definitely sounds like it. Okay, moving beyond the aesthetics. There are some practical updates mentioned. A new roof and new siding coming in 2025.
Yeah.
That sounds like significant peace of mind.
Huge peace of mind. A new roof is a major expense, right? So a buyer avoids that headache and cost for potentially decades. And knowing the siding is also being updated soon just adds to the home's longevity and curb appeal. Big ticket items handled.
And what about the other things mentioned? The rear entrance ramp, carport, outbuilding.
Yeah, those tell you something too. The ramp adds accessibility. The carport protects your vehicles. The outbuilding means extra storage, which is always needed. These suggest the previous owner invested in making the home practical and convenient. Plus, it says all appliances convey. That means the fridge, stove, washer, dryer, they stay.
So you don't have to buy all new stuff right away.
Exactly. It really strengthens that move-in ready aspect. Less hassle, less immediate expense for the buyer.
So if we pull all these threads together, the modern build, the financial benefits, the interior comforts, the practical upgrades, it sounds like a pretty complete package. What about the setting itself? They mention beautiful mountain views.
Right, and that ties into the lifestyle, doesn't it? Enjoying those views, maybe from the front porch or the back porch mentioned. Plus, its location just 15 minutes to Greenville, 20 to Jonesboro. It's rural, but not isolated, convenient for getting around, enjoying things like, the fall foliage they mentioned.
So a modern, updated home, value-driven with the low taxes and no HOA, practical features, all in a peaceful rural setting with views. Seems ready for someone new.
Which really brings us to a final thought for you, the listener. How might a property like this offering affordability, modern features, that natural beauty, and practical recent upgrades, how might that redefine what you think of as the ideal home or perhaps that perfect peaceful country retreat?